Alright, so today we're going to be playing some Magic the Gathering Arena. You may have noticed if you watched my previous video about World of Tanks, and specifically the Object 430, that I do enjoy some Magic, and this is the newest online or it's the newest digital form of Magic the Gathering, and I think it's pretty good. I've been playing it for a while, and so some things that you'll immediately notice. This is the home screen. This is what happens when you open it up. And so then we have, of course, our home, profile, decks, pack, store. Pretty standard. We have our currencies. We have your premium currency and your earned currency. And then this indicates your wild cards, which, if you played Hearthstone, is the replacement for the Dust system. I'll explain that here in a second. But one thing I want to notice immediately is that if we look down here at the bottom, we have our quests. So these are like quests in Hearthstone or anything else. You complete these, you get rewards. So we can see immediately that I have one quest to cast 20 blue or green spells, and this will give me 500 gold. This you have every day, and so you see that right there it says resets daily. The first win will give you 250 gold, and then after that it decreases. I think it's like 2 wins at 100. Although I'm not exactly sure. And then it keeps going down. You get gold, less and less gold for each win daily, but it resets daily. And then over here you can see that if I deal 50 damage, I get another 250 gold. And so you can immediately see that if I complete these quests, which I get new quests every day, if I complete just these, then I'll get one pack. This right here is a weekly reward. So every week you get a pack at 5 wins, a pack at 10 wins, and a pack at 15 wins. So if you play 15 wins, if you win 15 games a week, then you will get 3 packs. So if we go over to packs, we can see this is what the pack thing looks like. Over here you can see how many, this indicates a pack, each one of these bars indicates a pack you've opened. And so when you fill this up, you get a wild card. In this case, you get a common wild card if I open one more pack. And if I fill this up, then I will get a rare wild card. And you can see right here, it says 4 more packs until your next rare wild card, 28 more packs until your next mythic wild card. And so if I get packs, we don't have any packs, you can see that one pack costs 1,000 gold. So right off the bat, if I do all this today, which you get one quest a day, you get this changes every day, but it always gives you something. And if I complete this, then I get a pack. So one day, one pack, pretty good, especially compared to games like Hearthstone, which aren't that generous. And then I have a couple of you can see other things. So the free play is like your standard, it's standard format, non-competitive, although it is ranked, but that's whatever. You have quick constructed, quick draft, and competitive draft. You might be, what's the difference in quick play or in free play and quick constructed? Quick constructed is kind of like an arena against other people. So but it's constructed. So you bring your constructed deck, you pay in 500 or 95 premium currency, so that's about half a pack, and then you play, and if you play until you get 3 losses or 7 wins. So this is all right. If you have to get 4 wins to gain from this, so basically you'll get your 500 back, and then you'll get 3 cards, one of which is a guaranteed rare, and the other 2 are guaranteed uncommons or better. So if you get 4 wins, it's worth it. If you get 3 wins, it's not as worth it, since I'm not exactly convinced that those 3 cards make up 100 gold, and then less than that is like worse. So it's like, if you're good at getting 4 more wins, if you're good at getting 5 wins, if you can get 4 wins, then this is preferable, because then you'll just always be gaining stuff. But if on average you don't get that, then you're losing stuff, so it's not that great. Especially since at 4 wins you can't play it forever, right? If you get 4 wins, at 3 wins you can't play it forever. If you continually get 5 or more, you can just keep playing, because you always earn back your money. And so we can see, if we go look at the store, we'll see you can purchase packs, and we have Core Set 2019, Dominaria, Rivals Ixalan, Hours of Devastation, Amonkhet, Aether Revolt, and Kaladesh is the standard. This is what's in standard right now. This is what you can play right now. And you can see the value. So you're saying, okay, well, this costs 600 gems. This costs 1,200 gems. How much are gems? So if we go back, we look at purchase gems. You can see that you get 750 gems for $5. So if we go back and we go to packs, we can get 3 gems for 600. So If you bought $5, you'd get 3 packs. You get a little bit extra gems, but that doesn't really matter that much until you start buying more. And so that's better than paper, of course, but you don't get the paper. And you got to remember that these are also 8 card packs instead of 15 card packs. So you get less, but you still get. So you get 1 rare, 2 uncommons, and then 5 commons. So they're worse packs, but they cost a lot less. And they're pretty generous back. Like I said, I could buy 3 packs right now if I wanted to, and I earned this in the last couple of days. So, but we're not going to. We're going to see if we can do a quick draft here in a bit if I get enough gold after doing some constructed. So we'll see. And then obviously so you can see the draft here. This is the quick draft, which you can buy with either premium or gold. Now there's a difference between this and the competitive draft. The competitive draft you can only buy with premium currency, and this is a little disappointing because it would be nice to have the option to play either. Because this is like, honestly, I'd rather play Magic 2019 because it's the newer set draft than Hour of Visitation, which has been out a while. But if I'm a free to play player, I don't have the option to do this, which is just not great. I don't know why I can't pay like because like if I do Hour of Devastation, this is 750. Why I can't pay 10,000, which would not be that hard to get. You could get it in like a week to do this. Like it's like whatever. But this is so let's take a look at the other one first. So quick draft, right? You put in your 750, which actually here's the thing. I just realized this, and so I was a little bit mistaken. You can actually play this. You can play competitive draft if you're a free-to-play player by doing the quick drafts. And the way you do that is you pay 5,000 gold, and then you play this. Look at that. You get 50 gems and 1 pack for 0 wins. So right off the bat, you could theoretically. This is basically a system where if you just wanted to put in your 5,000, you could pay 5,000 and get 50 gems and 1 pack. Plus, you get to open 3 packs. And these 3 packs are actually 14 card draft packs, so that's pretty nice. And so 5,000, you get 4 packs and 50 gold, which is not great, but it's not bad. So you basically would be paying 1,000 gold for 50 gems, which is it's a terrible deal, but you didn't do anything. You clicked on this, you drafted, and then you lost 3 times or didn't play. So of course, if you win 1, you get 100 gems. If you win 2, you get 200 gems. If you win 3, 300 gems. 4, 450 gems. 5, 650 gems. 6, 850 gems. So you have to win 6 to be able to earn back enough to do it again. Okay, so that's pretty important because that's a lot. But as I said before, 5,000 gold. Like if you earn about 1,000 gold a day, which I think is fair, that in 5 days, then you'll be able to do another draft. And then if you keep winning, eventually you'll get enough of this to do a competitive draft, which costs 1,500. Now, of course, at 1,500, you only have 2 losses. You get the 3 packs. 0 wins, you get 1 pack. So you would get 4 packs for 1,500, which is really, really, really bad because 600 gets you 3 packs. So 1,500 should get you like 7 packs. So getting 4 packs is awful. Same thing at 2, getting 5 packs is still bad. 6 packs and 800 gems. You need to get 2 wins to make this worth it, honestly. At 2 wins, it becomes very, very worth it because you've then gotten 6 packs and 800 gems, which basically means you paid 700 gems for 6 packs, which is like almost double your value, which is really, really powerful. It's really good value. And then if you would get 3 wins, then you break even, which is really nice. So this is only really terrible if you only get to 1 win. Honestly, I think they should, like 0 wins, okay, I think they should move this down one, and add like something in here where it's like 300 gold and 2 packs at 1 win, because this is just so bad that it's like not funny, right? Like it's just not funny how bad getting the difference between 1 win and 2 wins is. I mean that jump is just it's ludicrously good. Uh, so the only thing to remember about this is that currently, as it stands right now, free play is 1 match. Okay, so usually in Magic you play 3 out of 3, best of 3. Free play is 1 match. The rest of these are all, I'm pretty sure. Quick draft. I think quick draft is also uh, 1 match, but I know quick constructed and competitive draft are both best of 3s, which you have. And in quick constructed, I think in both those you have your sideboard. So yeah. So then let's take another look here at then we have a profile, which right now remember this is in beta. The only thing you do in your profile is select your avatar. I have Jay selected. Honestly, I'd like to see a lot more of these. Like basically, they should just add every planeswalker they've ever made, and that's obvious. That's fine. Uh, so moving on here, decks. These are my decks that I have right now. Most of these are the standard meta decks. So you have mono red, red black. This one has been replaced. The blue black mid range has been replaced by Grixis pretty heavily because Nicol Bolas is so powerful. This is Constrictor. If you don't know the standard decks, you won't really know what I'm talking about, but it doesn't matter how old that. This is Esper control, and this is the most casual deck. This is a mill casual deck because they have a lot of cool mill cards. And this is where it kind of comes in that one of the problems I have is that for some reason free play is ranked. So unlike Hearthstone, you don't really have a place to play your non-competitive decks. So you'll see when I started up here that I'm gold, which is, I mean, it's like not fantastic, but it's high enough that people are playing competitively. Like they're playing net decks, which net decking is always a problem in this anyway because it's so cheap to get the decks compared to paper. But I have a feeling like if I was in like bronze, that people wouldn't be playing as many competitive decks, and I would be able to play like the mill deck and not lose a bunch of games. But hey, whatever. That's that's the price you pay for digital. So let's get started here. These are all I'm recording the games as I'm playing them, so I don't know the outcome of them, and I'm not cherry picking the best games. So we're gonna play some Bolas, some Grixis mid range to start with. Although I should be casting blue and green spells, so you know what? I need to show you the deck building thing anyway. So let's just build a blue green deck. So this is what the deck building thing looks like. What you can do is you can click change deck layout, and this is probably preferable. Honestly, there's enough cards in it that that searching is by far the best. Like this game is going to grow faster than Hearthstone grows. So not grow as in population, but grow as in the size of card, how many cards there are. So it's going to be desirable to do searching. You almost don't even need to use this because of that. So we're gonna call this deck. We're gonna call it green blue video deck, and that'll do that. So to start with here, let's take a look. So we don't really know what we want to put in here yet, so we're gonna have to look through at some blue-green cards. So we probably want some of the powerful. Blue is pretty powerful, and green's powerful too. But yeah, you have to think about it. So for sure, since we're playing Brew, I'm probably gonna take a couple Essence Scatters, and I like playing Control a lot, so that's mostly my thing. We'll put some we might not use those, but we'll see. I like Searches. Those are one of my favorite cards from Ixalan. And I will go over what most of these cards do if you don't know or haven't played Magic, or just don't know the new cards like Search. Most people know Negate and such. So Disallow is really powerful. It will be until it leaves because it's just such a powerful counterspell. Champagne Witch is really good. We're going to take 4 of those. We might drop down to 2. We'll have to see. Okay. This is one of the new cards. One of my favorite cards from M19. I'm probably not going to use it in here just because it's like it's not like. But my preferred format is definitely EDH or Commander, which you can't do on here yet, which is disappointing but understandable. And I'm playing Scarab God EDH right now a lot, and this card is really nice, especially if you combo it with like a Brain Geyser or a Blue Sun Zenith or something. You can really hurt your opponents. It's just a really fun card. So if we move along here, Supreme we'll take a couple of those, although we might not use them, or we might use them. Commit, having one commit's always good. Glimmer of Genius is a powerful card. Right now I'm just putting in the powerful cards of the colors, and then we're going to see what we want our strategy to be later. Which might not be the best way of doing it, but whatever. I don't know about that. So, okay. We probably want at least a couple Torrential Gerhulks. They're just so good. Syncopates are good, but I don't think we're going to use them for now. Okay, so green. So Aventurous Impulse is really powerful. I don't have as many green cards because I haven't been playing a lot of green, so I haven't put my right the wild card system. Okay, so the way the wild card system works is fairly simple. You can say I have 31 common, 13 uncommon, 0 rare, and 1 mythic wild cards. I just got the mythic, otherwise I probably would have spent it. So if I click on this for my filters and I go unowned, that'll show the cards I do not have. And you can see right here I also have my wild cards. This is a mythic wild card, uncommon, common, and of course it reset us. We're just going to drop the blue out. So you can see here I don't have. This card is banned, so it doesn't really matter. But let's find one that's not banned. Okay, so this guy, Hapetra's Mark. I do not own any of this card, right? And it's an uncommon, and I have 13 uncommon. So if I wanted this card, what I would do is I would click on it, and it would say, turn 1 uncommon wild card into Hapetra's Mark. So I can say, okay, so I can click confirm. I'm not going to because I don't want this card. And then I would get one. And then, of course, I have 13 uncommons, so then I would have 12 uncommons, wild cards, and 1 Hapetra's Mark. And so then I could spend 4 and get 4 of them, and then that's how that would work. And so instead of decrafting your cards and then crafting into something else, every pack has a chance of giving you wild cards, and you can earn wild cards by opening packs. So you saw earlier when we were looking at the store or at the pack opening screen that I had one more pack to open until I got a uncommon wild card, and then like 4 more packs until I get a rare wild card, and then like 28 packs until I get a guaranteed mythic wild card. Now those don't replace the packs. It's not like you open the pack and that's what you get is your rare, mythic, uncommon. It's just once you open that many packs, you get that as a bonus. So that is how it works currently. And so you can see it's, a lot of these I have some of. I could get more of them if I wanted to. We're probably going to take some Llanowar Elves. And so moving through here some more. So that's how the wildcard system works. And so the big thing is because in Hearthstone you can dust stuff. So when stuff moves out of standard, there's like you can get rid of those cards if you don't want to play wild. People are wondering what they're going to do when standard rotates out of this, and we don't know yet. So it'll be interesting to see how they decide to do that. Like if they like what you do, right? Because it kind of sucks right now because there's Kaladesh and Aether Revolt are so powerful. There's so many powerful cards like Torrential Gerhulk from those sets that when they rotate out, like people will have invested a lot into them in order to play right now. Like right now, you have to invest a lot into these if you want to be the most competitive because these are just such good cards like Torrential Gerhulk. So and Glimmer of Genius. So what happens if you like invest in those cards and the set rotates and you're sitting there like, well, I used like so many wild cards to do that. Uh, so what are they going to give you when that rotates and you can't use those in standard anymore? People are thinking they're going to be doing a frontier like uh, format. So basically, it's like basically you can play with everything that we put into the game so far. Uh, Format into arena, right? But that still you still need to like refund them something or give them something for the fact that they can't use these cards in standard anymore. Okay, so moving along here, this is going to be probably a heavy blue deck. Knowing me, although I do like green, we can have some Merfolk play Branch Walkers. A couple of those. I might make it. Well, we're probably gonna have two of them, but we're gonna put three of them for now. So let's just see what we have here. What our options are. Jadelight Ranger. I wish I had some more of these. These are really good right now, but like I said, I haven't played a whole lot of green. I would put in a Life Preference Bestiary, but I'm in blue, and Glimmer of Genius is like in most cases better. So. I want to get to the bigger. Oh, well, we're probably going to put in one of this Rishkar. He's really good. And we're probably going to use a Thrashing Bronton. We might put in another one of those as well later as well. Let's see. Vine Mare is really nice. And is this just a 5-mana 10/10? Okay, I don't think we're going to use that. Okay, Verdurous Gearhope, we definitely want two of those. Our deck might be a little heavy. We'll have to see about that. I know I'm passing a few of these Planeswalkers, but I'm just not interested in a lot of those. Ghalta, we'll take a Ghalta. Ghalta's really nice. Okay, so here are our more than one color cards. We're going to see what our blue-green cards are. This is probably all right. It's a fun card. It's not super great right now, but it's a lot of fun. So we'll put that in there. Flying Trample gives energy. We don't really have anything that spins energy, so I'm not super intrigued by that. Honestly, the blue-green aren't amazing. Okay, so that's basically what we have right now. What do we have? So, if we look at our deck right now, we have a lot of 3-drops. And so this is our split. Split's pretty good. It's about where I expected it to be. We have a few too many cards. So remember, it's a 60-card deck, and we have too many cards. We have 68 cards. We gotta drop some cards. So we probably don't need 4 Disalloweds and 2 Supreme Wills. This looks pretty good. Although Champion Wit, I don't know if we need. We'll probably go down to 3 Champions Wit because Jadelight Ranger is basically a slightly better Champion Wit in most cases. It being in blue is what makes Champion Wit really good. This looks alright. You don't have a whole lot of removal since we're not in black. Black's really powerful right now with things like Vraska's Contempt. Okay, this honestly doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to look just from what we put in there. We probably need some earlier stuff. So what I want to do here is I'm going to look through and I think we're going to remove one of those and we're going to remove 2 Disallowed, or 2 Disalloweds. We're going to do 2 Disallowed and 2 Supreme Wills. And I think 1 Search is probably fine, honestly. Okay, what are we looking at like now? Okay, so we're still 4 cards over. Hmm. 3 is the most. I think we can probably drop this. It's just not going to do it. It's not powerful enough to keep. As good as Thrashing Brontodon is, unless we're going to commit more to it, I don't know if it's worth giving. Actually, I might go down to 2 Champions Wit instead. Let's try that. This is fine. I think we're going to drop the negates, though. I am looking to. So what do we have there? So that's perfect. That is perfect. But I honestly would like to put in. Well, we can try this. We'll try this. We'll try this. We'll try this. Okay, so first things first is we're going to add in some non-basic lands. So I haven't invested a whole lot in lands because, well, lands take rare. Good lands take rare cards, and there's better stuff to fit them on. Well, not better stuff. Honestly, getting the land base be good, but like you can use it in more decks most of the time, and so it's just like lands. Obviously, lands are really important, but it's not as fun to get lands when you could get like Galta. So I always like to put in one arc, although it's not going to be super great in this deck because this is a lower. We're not a control deck so much as we are a. We're more aggro, so this isn't going to be as good. We're going to put in a Field of Ruin because there's a lot of targets for that right now. So let's click on this so we can just see the lands that we want. So we're going to take one of these, our non-basic lands, and a couple of lands I have invested in pretty hard are the. Where's that here? Here we go. Aether Hub. Aether Hubs are really good because you can use them in any deck because they're any color, and there's a lot of stuff like Glimmer of Genius that gives you energy that makes these really powerful. So we're going to add those. We're only 2 color, so we could. Actually, this isn't even our colors. I don't know what I'm saying. This is what we want. There we go. I messed that up. Let's see. I think that's probably fine. We're gonna try this for now. Well, actually, like let me look at we might put in some of the shittier lands. Here we go. Where are they at? Where's the blue ones? I keep thinking. I keep forgetting what I'm playing. There they are. Okay, so we're gonna put in 3 of those, and we'll try that. Okay. So we have our deck. We want to cast some blue or green spells, and let's try some free play. So we click here, we select our deck, and we click play. This is going to be a pretty long video, but that's fine. I might do the draft though in a separate video, just cause to make sure this isn't so long, because otherwise this will end up being like probably an hour and a half. We'll probably just play this game or maybe in one more. Okay, so that looks fine. We're gonna keep that. So he's obviously playing the red. Either he's playing either mono red or red black. Red black's more likely, and that's how that usually opens with the Bomat Courier. Bomat Courier is really powerful because it gives burn or extremely fast aggro decks cards. It helps them refuel once they've burned like all their stuff because they usually play out a lot of stuff really fast, and then they can get more cards from this. And this is going to hurt us a lot since we don't have any removal for it. So we're probably not going to do too well here. We're going to play this just in case, because I'm probably going to need to counterspell whatever he plays. I'm not expecting to win a whole lot of these because we're playing a non-net deck. Okay, so I need to slow down how much damage he's dealing to me, so I'm going to counterspell that. And then hopefully once we get champion out, we will have some... We're not... Yeah, we're okay. We're going to do this just because we need to... we need to hopefully get some cars because these are a little slow. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I don't think we're able to play Glimmer of Genius for a while. I'm tempted to keep this just because it might help us, because next turn we're going to play Mirrorfolk, Branch Rucker, and Lindenwood Elves most likely. And then, so if we play that, then we're not too far away from getting this out. So I think we will toss a Forest and then hopefully be able to do that. This is very... He's playing mono red, which is yeah, yeah, it's just an aggro deck. And so you can see here he can pay 1 and then discard his 2 cards for 4 cards, and this is what really is helping these decks right now. These fast aggro decks, because it allows them to refuel like mid game, which usually they're not able to do because red has really terrible card draw. Okay. I'm glad that he played that now, because hopefully it's going to... Come on. I think the game has made an error. I cannot play my cards. It is slightly glitchy, although this happens almost never, except of course now. We're gonna go to combat because I don't have anything to attack with anyway. Of course, I'm going to screw myself up by doing that, but I can't play my cards. Okay. Well, as we can see, it is in beta, and there are problems. Oh, there we go. So it's like very strange. It's not letting me drag it. I have to like click down here in order to play it, which is strange. I wanted to play more than that. This is not working out for me. We're gonna keep that, but we're probably going to lose since this is very strange. So usually you hover over these and they tell you get the tooltip. It brings up the card like that, and you can see it, but it's just not functioning properly right now. We will see. We will see. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is the deck. And see, that's what happened. He was able to refuel off of Bomat Courier and get all this out. And we still can't play anything. We can do this, but I think the writing's pretty much on the wall. We're going to block some damage. He might even have a he might even have lethal right here. No, he doesn't. He can't have lethal. I miscounted. Yeah. See, and this is some more card draw. And I don't have anything. So, yep, he is going to kill me. You can concede, right? By the way, if you just click up here, it'll bring down a somewhere you can concede. All right, so that didn't go too well. The game kind of didn't function super properly, but you can see there we did cast 5 spells, and we did do 4 damage, so not awful. Well, pretty awful, but not a complete waste, I guess. So let's do one more. That was kind of disappointing. Hopefully, we'll have a slightly better game this time. Okay, so that's a lot of land, and we don't have anything to use Rishkar immediately. We do have two counter spells. I think I'll keep it. I probably should check it, but yeah. This guy looks like he's also playing red something. So a big, okay, he didn't have that. Okay, so now this, I have a couple options. I can play this to get something down, but I think it's better if I hold off and counterspell what he plays so I can slow down the damage because I'm pretty sure. Oh, he doesn't have anything. This is going better because he doesn't have any cards. Or he doesn't have any lands. Or he doesn't have anything that would cost 2 or 3. Okay, he's doing that, which is fine. That's I need him to get rid of that anyway, and if he uses on my 1/1s, that's perfectly fine. And so we can counter this. Yeah, we need to counter this. This card's really good because you can get it back really easily, but we have a couple options here. I kind of want to keep Disallow up, and I can do this next turn, so it's not that big a deal. He's going to do that, but it's fine. He used all his mana to do it, so that was worth. I'm not going to waste this all on that. So now we're going to do one of these. That's disappointing. Okay, so we're going to take that. And then I'm going to hold on to that. Hopefully we get something slightly better. There, that's what I'm talking about. That's a good draw. Because we're cast at this turn, and the next turn we have enough. Well, kind of. We would have if I didn't pick this, but we're very close to having enough to internalize it. Yeah, now we do. Okay, so we're going to toss this back, and this, we don't need that much land. And now I'm going to hold up the counterspell to slow him down because I have board presence. And if he wants to kill that, that's fine. I'll probably eternalize it if he does. Oh, it's going to exile it. I really need this. I'm going to hit that. If he has another Magma Spray, that's fine. But I don't think he does since it didn't give him a chance to react to it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. And then we can start attacking, since we do need to deal some damage. So he still doesn't have another creature in here. Nice, okay. So I'm in a really good position right now since I have board presence and 2 counterspells. So I'm doing 6 damage to him each time, and he's having a hard time getting up. He's going to try to kill my thing. So I'm going to hit that because I want to keep my board presence. And I can win in 2 turns if he doesn't have another removal, which he probably does, but that's okay because I can stop him from getting boards, anything on the board. And he's at the, yeah, like that, see? This is where I want to be. As you can see, even in this aggro deck, I'm still control-y because I love control so much. I don't need to play this land, so I'm not, because it gives the illusion that I have something. Okay, that's disappointing, but not awful. Let's see what we have, if we have anything that we can get here. There's what we want. So this will allow us to kind of distribute some counters here to make us so we go like that and like this. I think it'll be it's too much effort to give this 3 counters, so we're going to do it like that. And we're going to give this 1 and this 3. We're going to submit it, and then we're going to attack with those. And he's going to block this. Oh, he's going to block that. Okay, obviously, yeah, he's going to block that. But then we win. Alright, so yeah, so you can see that's how the deck should perform. He probably could have had some more removal, which would have slowed me down some, but we were ahead by a lot on the board, and there's not a whole lot of board wipes. So we've had to have several pieces of removal. And so as we see, we got our first one of the day, and then we're really close to getting the blue-green spells, and then of course we have to do some more damage. Okay, so then you can see now. Then this is 1 of 2. So if we win 2 more times, or if we win another time, we get 100. I think if we win one after that, we also get 100. And so I'm pretty close to being able to do the quick draft. So I might have another video doing that, but I think that's about it for this video. So I kind of showed you everything about Arena, and we played a couple games, and so yeah, it's a pretty good system. I like it quite a bit. I like it more than the previous ones. You can do a lot of stuff, and you don't have to go to Friday Night Magic to play your standard, which is nice. I'm hoping that they will add Brawl here pretty soon. I think they're only going to add it as a 1v1 mode, which is kind of disappointing, but understandable. Adding like 4-player would be really difficult. But I'll probably play mostly that when it comes out, because it's closer to Commander and less competitive. And also, like, the games are, like, because it's a singleton format, it's a lot less, your deck isn't as reliable, right? It's different every time if you're playing the same person against the same deck. So it's more fun in my opinion. I like Commander. Brawl is like Commander light. It's not nearly as good as Commander, but I would play 1v1 Brawl more than I would play Standard if they added it. So hopefully they'll add that soonish. We'll probably play some more of the different decks, play some more competitive decks. This did better than I thought it did. It would have. But anyway, yeah, that's about it. So just like I said in the last video, if there's something that I did that you liked or didn't like, tell me in the comments. If you want to see more Magic, let me know. I'll probably show you where I play EDH Online later in a different video. I'll go over that, because it's a pretty good system. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything. All right.